Hello, I'm Mark Silverman, and welcome to the Mastering Midlife Podcast. Today we're going to talk about my obsession of equating alcoholics who hit bottom and go to a 12-step program to get better and people who hit midlife. I make this comparison often because the reason I love to work with people who are in this phase of their lives and their careers is because they've already spent a lot of time exhausting the tools and the motivations, the drives, their know-how to get where they are, whether it's really successful, moderately successful, or not successful at all. Or if they have arrived at the dreams that they had for themselves and found that the cars, the relationship, the Facebook page fame doesn't do it for them, that it's empty, what do they do now? They're open, they're willing to try and look for something different. Same as the alcoholic. The joke that runs around the meetings is the alcoholic goes before the judge and the judge says, you can go to 30 days of AA meetings and work the 12 steps, or you can have a year in jail. And the alcoholic says, can I have a couple minutes to think about that? Because of the daunting task it is to actually do the inventory, look at your life, admit things to yourself, and then make the change. One of the things I love about AA is the steps. So we admitted we were powerless over alcohol, that our lives had become unmanageable. If you just change that to we admitted we're powerless over finding happiness and fulfillment in our lives. Even if we don't go that far, if we just know that I can't seem to shake that dissatisfaction, there has to be something different. It's true, your soul is asking for something different. So the first step in dealing with midlife is accepting this unease, this dissatisfaction with how perfect everything is or not, and being open to another way. Step 2 is came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. So step 2 for midlife, for me, is to realize that there's other ways to do things. I'm not saying you have to believe in God. I'm not even saying you have to believe in anything greater than ourselves. All I want you to believe in is that there are other ways to think, there are other ways to be, there are other places to source your energy, to source your inspiration. And then made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood Him. Now again, you don't have to believe in God for this to work. You don't have to believe in anything higher power or any of that. What I want you to hear is surrendering to a path, surrendering to something different. So when I say to my clients, get out a pen and a piece of paper and write. Find out what's inside. What is your subconscious? What is your soul? What is anything that is not your mind trying to tell you? I often talk about the phrase that I learned that the mind is like a drunk monkey stung by a scorpion. Not just a drunk monkey stung by a scorpion. In other words, it's nuts. If you look at the world actually seems to be living that out. So if the mind is a drunk monkey stung by a scorpion, and all we're trying to do is calm down the monkey, we're looking in the wrong place. So we need to be willing to source our motivation, our inspiration, our choices from a different place. And that's what this whole podcast is about. We do prescriptive methodologies for health, for nutrition, for relationship, for leadership skills. Absolutely. But only so that we can quiet down the mind enough to hear a different voice. So midlife, though not an event, is a time for evolution, is a time for surrender. It's a time to contemplate. It's a time for reading, watching inspirational videos. Whether they're good or bad, they make you think, they make you go inside. It's a time for taking an inventory about what worked and what didn't work in your life. So pick up a book, pick up a video. So my suggestion for you today is go on YouTube and watch an inspirational video, and then take a pen and paper and write about what you saw. You agreed, you disagreed. What did it make you think? Pick up a book. I'm sure there is a dozen books that are on your list that you said you wanted to read. Now is the time to start voraciously reading and then digesting. And by digesting, I mean, what does it mean to you? What did you take away from it? What does it mean to your life? This is how we start to quiet down the monkey. So here's to quiet monkeys and contemplation. I love you and see you next time.